What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode here of the Catch a Glimpse podcast. The three of us are back here for the first time in a long time.
Keaton, this one's real.
Did you actually start?
Yeah, I've started, boys. We're recording. We're in. This is this week's podcast. That is included.
No,
I think Frankie
I didn't start. You have to start again.
I'm recording right
Wait.
now.
Yo, you both edit, and then you let us know whose version is better.
Viewers, can I just openly call out Keaton for not being ready this week?
Ryan said I was recording.
Let's call out Keaton again.
I did
for
say
not
that
showing up for this
What?
week's video either.
Hey, you got nowhere to talk, man. You haven't been in a
You haven't
video.
been on the podcast for like 20 episodes.
Ryan and I quote said he was disappointed.
He joined the call, and I was like, I'm so disappointed. And he goes, what? Why? What? And I'm like, just in general with both of you.
That's what he said to me.
Why me? I missed one episode.
Hey, all right, guys. Toxic fumes have been started by yours truly.
I'm on a streak of.
It was me.
You know, I haven't ended my streak yet.
This podcast is going to be different now.
Okay, that's my fault. No, Ryan does got a point, though. He hasn't missed a podcast.
Or a video.
I recently thought that it was going to change, and Keaton and I were going to do a podcast. I don't remember when this was, but I was like, I remember for whatever reason you were going to miss it, and then something changed, and I don't know.
Doesn't sound like me.
You know, it doesn't. You're probably out drinking Pepsi or something.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He pops one open. But yes, welcome back to episode 42.
Yep.
I would like to take this time to openly apologize for my toxic behavior. Is my apology accepted?
I said what I said. That's it.
I caught flame for no reason.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
That's fair.
Were
Ryan told me I was going to film it, so I started filming it, and then
so Ryan lied to you.
It was a mere suggestion, and you guys both thought I was talking to you.
Boys, I wasn't here. I was in the bathroom. Episode 42.
Episode 42.
If
we're
you're
nearing the big 50.
Should we announce what we're doing at 50? Or no?
I think so.
Okay.
Wouldn't you want to? Shouldn't we save that for like the?
Yeah, we should save it. We should save it.
Penultimate.
Wow, that was really just you guys got debated. You got teased.
Yeah.
Like we said, this is the first time the three of us are back here on the podcast, and man, it feels good. I've got a mustache. If you're watching with visuals, you guys, the first time I shaved to have a mustache was with you guys, and we were recording My Day in the Life, our senior year for video production.
I think weirdly, me and Ryan brought that up. Was that last podcast or 2 podcasts ago?
Oh my god! Well, no, that's not. Wait for it. There it is.
On video, I got Frankie up there.
Yeah, if you're watching the visuals, that is a picture of me from senior year.
2 or 3 podcasts ago. We brought that up. I don't remember really why.
Y'all were talking about
pep rallies, I think.
Yo, look how young that boy is. We both look teeny. You know, that's like been like actually a thing where like people post on TikTok or whatever. It's like, oh, COVID, it's been 2 years, but I haven't changed a whole lot. And then you look back and it's like, holy crap.
Yeah. I've got video of when we did our silent film. I think it was a solo project. I have that on my phone, and I look so thin, it makes me upset. It's so bad.
Only you can change that, buddy.
I know.
And you know what?
I'm gonna be cycling this summer, and I'm gonna get a sauna suit on and a bunch of water. I'm gonna cycle.
Keaton and I are here to help you, but I want you also to know that I am at my heaviest I've ever been. And on the wall behind me, you see that paper?
Why'd you laugh like that?
Yes.
Why are you laughing at me?
I took a drink of Pepsi as we're talking about getting fit.
On the wall behind me, I have my workout routine, which is just like a half-hour workout that you just fit in during the day. And there's a common misconception where you go to the gym and it's about lifting the heaviest weights and doing, how many reps, and that is how you're going to get fit. But the truth is, it's not about it's about consistency. It's about being active for this amount of time. Doesn't even matter about time. Like every day being active, eventually you're going to get there. If you go for a 10-minute jog 5 times a week, it doesn't matter how far you ran. It's just like, I mean, you think about Play 60, that NFL kids program where it's like, get outside for 60 seconds and exercise. Or 60 minutes, sorry, an hour.
There's also this thing at Nickelodeon where they shut down the whole like service and they make you go outside.
Yeah, and it's literally just like, it's about consistency and just doing it. And that's one of my worst things. I've learned this about myself in my small group communication class. We had to take this test to find our strengths. And I realized I am an activator. I start things, I don't finish them, which is so true. I am not a finisher.
I wanna give a shout out to Zach. If he's watching this, if you remember how like big he was, like during high school and end of middle school, literally all he did was he took his bike and he would bike from his house, which is by my house, all the way to Hartford and back. And he would eat less calories and he lost literally all of the weight. And he's such a thin stick right now.
He's tall.
And it's incredible.
Speaking about this, like what Frank was saying, and to be honest, this whole podcast could be on this.
I know. I open a can of worms.
Yeah, but you don't need to ego lift. Doesn't matter what you're benching, doesn't matter what you're squatting, doesn't matter what you're deadlifting. Just consistency is key. And not that it's like that easy, but in simple terms, it is, where it's just be consistent with your workouts. And then you either have to eat more or eat less than your maintenance, and that's set. Like you can figure that out in 30 minutes what you're going to be doing, and you can start like now.
For sure.
Keaton, where are you at with your weight gain?
Yeah, give us an update.
You've been trying to gain weight for years.
Yeah, so I've been, and because like what you said, I don't know, this was maybe like a month ago. I was talking in this podcast. It was also like to Ryan and just like about working out and trying to gain and lose weight type of deal. So at the beginning of the year, I started at 130, which is like low side of my BMI. And it's weird that we're talking about this because 2 weeks ago, I gave a speech. It's an enrichment speech. I just did like, I have 5 minutes to make you 5% happier. And so mine was on how to eat better, how to sleep better, and how to work out.
Odds we get the speech right now. Odds we get the speech right now.
If I have it pulled up?
Pull it up.
I'll pull it up.
Pull it up. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get happier in the next 5 minutes because of Keaton Walla.
If I'm not happy during this next 5 minutes, demoted, and I'm promoted. Right?
To senior janitorial staff. Yep.
But what does he get demoted to?
CEO number 2.
Oh.
And I claim number 1.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, like we said, next 5 minutes, Keaton Wall is going to have the floor. He's going to talk
Let me see.
in a bit.
Frankie,
I have the actual papers on me.
Okay.
I want you to be as respectful as possible.
You're telling me.
I'll be as respectful as possible.
No, the key is we can't look at each other. Floor. We do give him the. We don't interrupt.
Right.
It's a speech.
No jokes.
No jokes.
Let him have it.
This is about getting. While he's figuring this out, I just want to remind everybody. Yes, I want to remind everybody back at home that we have plenty of more things to talk about, and this is on the fly.
Frankie, could you text Omni about our first topic to hear what she thinks?
Can you remind me what that? Oh, I can go look. Actually, no, I can't go look.
Dumbledore.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what I'm supposed to ask my girlfriend.
What her like thought is of it coming out.
Yeah, I'll go ask her right now. He's
like doing it. So we give her some time.
I am so excited to hear this speech.
So, before I do the speech, just like finish the topic of where I'm at right now. So, like we said, like don't ego lift, just stay consistent. That's what I'm really trying to do this time, going through with everything.
Yeah.
So, I started the year at like 130. I've been eating a lot. at least more, and like actually tracking compared to what I was doing before. Right now, I kind of waver like the 140 to like 142. So I've gained 10-ish pounds.
Hey, round of applause. That's my guy. That's my guy.
Like you can, dirty bulk and do that stuff. I'm trying to do it like healthy.
I was gonna say, why don't you just like down Pepsis?
Yeah, do what Ryan does.
It works.
I could.
How are the smoothies every morning? And are they still
Are
consistent?
they getting old?
You have to change them up.
Okay.
Like I think that's the beauty of it. There's a bunch of different stuff you can do.
Sure thing.
But I hope. I don't know when. I've had a lot of calories, gained like the 10-ish pounds. I've kind of cut back a smidge, because I don't want to do it like all at once. But soon I'll do like another 10-pound push. I'll probably then get to like 150 and stick around that spot. But I do, and I don't know. I was always thinking of maybe like putting together like a little spreadsheet or something of all this information.
Yeah, Keaton loves his spreadsheets.
Just so it's like readily available for anybody.
He's like a connoisseur of spreadsheets.
If you're looking for a guy to
have you seen his spreadsheets?
If you're looking for a guy to be your intern, this guy knows Microsoft Suite. All right, he's going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen the ones that he's done?
No,
they're clean.
It's incredible.
I'll have to show them.
I've seen them in like our glimpse statistics and like our
so
finances and things. I've looked, but other than
so much more in depth.
Well, I think we need some new updated spreadsheets. Then we'll get into that off camera, but moving forward.
But so again, with like consistency, I thought for like a college schedule, full body workouts are like the way to go. Only do it 3 times a week or 4 times, depending on if it's week 1 or week 2. So I do full body, which is really simple just because it's a lot of compound lifts. I can't do deadlifts because of my back, so it's a little longer than typical full body workouts. It's about like an hour and 10 minutes, but you can always, like if you guys were to do it, you would add deadlifts, probably take out 2 of them, and then that would probably be like 45-minute workout. So it's not long. You can do anything on your rest days, either just full rest. I do like a ab circuit on my rest days. If you're going to do training, which I'll get into actually in this paper, or in the speech, but if you do training for like sports, you can do those on your rest days. But yeah, it's been pretty good. This is actually super recent. So I only work out with 2 adjustable dumbbells. All right. Well, and like some cables and a bar. Not a barbell, but like a pull-up bar. And the adjustable dumbbells, I've maxed on my squat.
Wow.
So I was pretty hyped for that.
Look at that guy. There we go.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the long-awaited 5 minutes to make us happier speech. Keaton Walla, the floor is yours. Your 5 minutes have begun.
I just want to say, I got a 50 out of 50 on this in my class.
I want you to tell me when you start.
Yeah, we'll time you.
You don't need to time me.
If you go over 5, I'm winning.
No, how about like 5:59? You're still good, but if you hit 6, then
Well, the idea behind it was 5% happier in 5 minutes. I never say that in my paper.
So, what was your official time when you did it?
When I practiced at home, it was 5:30.
Okay.
And weirdly enough, in class, when you usually go faster, I went slower and I went 6:08.
Oh. Well.
So we had 5 to 7 minutes to do it.
We'll say roughly 5 minutes. Keaton Walla, you got this.
Okay, ready?
Yes, sir.
If I botch it right here, I already got the grade and I'm good.
Facts, yeah.
I'd like to start off this speech with a quote. It goes, quote, "There are risks and costs to action, but they are far less than the long-range risks of comfortable inaction." End quote. This is from John F. Kennedy, and the quote talks about the comfort zone that people live in. And while the zone feels good, the inaction of doing something that could improve you will become seen down the road. Essentially saying, start now. I was very deep into this comfort zone at one point, and I'm still trying to further leave it. And that is what I hope to share with you and inform you what you can do starting right now. Just to give validation to the cause that I'm presenting and why I'm into this. I had a spinal fusion when I was 17. I weighed 130 pounds since my sophomore year of high school, and I always struggled with how I looked due to the blatant crookedness of scoliosis, and which turned into stiffness after surgery. I had big metal rods installed in my spine. This spiked in interest over time to try and make each aspect of my day a bit better. I felt fine the way I was, but in the back of my mind I knew that I could be better. While this comfort zone could apply to a lot of different aspects of life, there are three main topics that I feel are the most valuable and easiest to change right now. The one that is the least difficult to make sure you're doing correctly is your sleep schedule. In general, a REM or rapid eye movement cycle lasts for an hour and 30 minutes, which means you should wake up when a REM cycle is completed to wake up faster and less groggy. For example, the most common amount of sleep with this in mind is either 7 hours and 30 minutes or 9 hours, which is 5 or 6 REM cycles respectively. Your sleep schedule is also based on your meal timings, as your body knows through repetition when to wake up for food. With this in mind, there's a technique to help reset your sleep schedule for the first time. First, pick the time you want to go to sleep and wake up based on the REM cycles. Then if you wanted to start it today, fast or don't eat anything and try to go to bed at that time. You will eventually fall asleep and wake up with your alarm at the time you set, then immediately eat breakfast. This should help start the process. Your body will start getting used to sleeping and then eating at those certain times. If you were to stay up then later than your set time, go to sleep for the full amount of REM cycles you chose, and then start fasting after dinner the next day. Talking about food, while this does take more work, this aspect is also very important. Depending on your goal, meal planning could be as simple as just trying to eat healthier, or maybe you have a specific weight gain or loss in mind. If it's the latter, there are many websites that can calculate how many calories you should be eating. In general, you take your current weight and times it by 14 to figure out your maintenance calories. This is how many calories you need to eat a day to stay at your current weight. Then to gain or lose weight, you add or subtract 500 calories respectively. As 500 calories are equivalent to a pound, you will then gain or lose a pound per week. With this weight goal, or just to eat healthier, I'd recommend forming a recipe list of what meals you would like to eat and all their nutritional information in one place. This will help you track your calorie intake, but also make sure you stay on track with the food that you are buying and consuming. One good source is eatthismuch.com, as you input what your daily calorie goal is and it'll make a list of recipes that fit it. Another big tip that has helped me is to consume liquid calories, so shakes, as I can get over 1,000 calories in for breakfast and it takes no time at all. It also lowers the chance that I skip meals. The last topic I want to mention is exercising. I want to start off by saying that doing something is better than nothing. You don't have to have the goal to look ripped or get the strength to pull a truck, but just moving around for a dedicated amount of time will make you feel so much better. These could be hobbies, biking, walking, hiking, bowling, going on the treadmill, doing yoga, and of course much, much more. If you want to take a more dedicated approach, then you can do more of a workout routine. And while I can't cover everything, here are some of my very general suggestions, but enough information for you to look deeper. If you're new to training, which means you probably do not have any equipment, I would recommend doing either a HIIT, which is high intensity interval training workouts to burn more calories, or bodyweight exercises to start dedicated muscle building. But that is not to say that HIIT workouts don't do that as well. If you can get a gym membership, or personally I would recommend getting adjustable dumbbells, you can then dive into some other routines when you are more adjusted to exercise. I think the best routine is a full body 3 times a week workout, as it is the most flexible in a busy college student schedule. It leaves the days in between workouts to either complete rest day or the ability to do training for other sport-related exercises. The advantages as well over a push-pull leg or body split workout, especially for beginners, is that you're hitting each muscle in the full body 3 times a week compared to 1 or 2 dedicated days a week in other routines. And again, it's fewer days a week for busier schedules. But most importantly, have fun with it. I've changed exercises in my full body workouts many times to make sure I'm training the correct way my body feels is good and fun. By implementing these ideas, or even this ideology of improving little by little, I assure you make a huge impact in your life as it did in mine. I've seen these changes in my life. I've gained 10 pounds since January. I exercise regularly. I sleep better than before. And I know you can achieve your goals too. Thank you.
That a guy!
Hey,
Round of applause for the man.
I would give you a passing grade on that. I felt pretty motivated after you finished.
Yeah.
I'd give you $1.
I want to point out,
It's a good speech.
I laughed, but
that was rude.
it wasn't at you. It was the idea of I shouldn't laugh at this is a serious moment, and my mind was like, wow, this isn't funny, but I really want to laugh.
No, he was laughing at my mustache.
I had to take Frankie off the screen. I did. I had to click on you and full screen you because he was not helping me.
I wasn't doing anything. I was listening.
I know. I said, I'm looking at you, and then on my right, I see the hello neighbor guy.
What a guy.
I couldn't. It was a good speech. I'm sorry for laughing.
I have to say that I can't measure it, but I would say I'm 5% happier than I was before.
Yeah, it's
Great
either like
speech.
5% happier or like 5% more motivated. Either of those.
I feel more motivated. That's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Great speech. If you guys want to talk,
Hey.
if anybody wants to hear us talk about exercise most, you're not going to get a whole lot of content from Ryan or I. Keaton's the go-to guy.
I've just done the research.
Correct.
Like anybody can do it, and I think like again, that's why I want to kind of compile something together for other people that want to get started.
You do fitness content on your YouTube channel.
Oh,
I would be down to see that, honestly.
I would be very down to see
Just
that.
literally set up the camera and do your thing.
Yes, just do it.
Maybe.
Nike.
But just like that's like the hardest thing is like just finding out where to start.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it can be so overwhelming looking at all different sources.
Sure.
A day in a life of Keaton Walla. You start with your smoothie. You go for a walk.
And then he drinks another smoothie. Then he goes for another walk.
Smoothie.
And then he goes
April
for another
Fool's
walk.
video should have been that.
Yeah,
Drink
guys,
a smoothie.
we're recording this video on April Fool's, and can I just say that I have not experienced any good April Fool's jokes today?
I've seen one, but I haven't done any or heard one.
I haven't done any. I haven't seen any.
There's one YouTube video
That got you?
that got me.
Okay.
Okay, so it was posted not on April Fool's. It was last night. I think maybe in their time it was or something,
Yeah.
but in YouTube it says it was the 31st. And so it's from Linus Tech Tips. If you know who they are, just like a big tech channel. And they always like do their little intro into the video, and then they say, and a message from our sponsor, or like, and this is why this product is crap. But what's not crap? The message from our sponsor. Like they try and segue it, right?
Yeah.
And so the video was explaining a product. Like it was like the first 30 seconds. And then they did almost like a montage photo reel of the product. And then they threw it to their sponsor. I'm like, I thought that was just the sponsor that they showed. But I guess this is probably the sponsor and that's just the B-roll or something.
Yeah.
All right.
Then I realized after another 30 seconds, they threw it to another sponsor, and that was going to be the entire video, is throwing it to more sponsors.
Oh my
gosh.
Yeah, so it got
There
me
it
for a
is.
solid like minute and a half. I'm like, okay, this
Yeah.
is, I guess, April Fool's. So
Well, hey.
I saw on TikTok a kid made their dad some toast, and instead of putting butter on it, they put some toothpaste. And they spread it to make it look like butter.
That's horrible. Well, hey,
yeah.
A few things to touch on before we get in our list of topics. Will Smith thing happened. We did a whole video on it. Go check that out. We're probably not going to dive into it. Obviously,
That's a good video to watch, though, if you want to hear our opinions
it's our
on
last video. A lot of new things have come of it. Now, a lot of more input and reactions from different actors and high-profile people, Jim Carrey being one of them. But, again, another thing going on this weekend, the Call of Duty Major 2 is happening. By the time you're watching this on YouTube, perhaps we might have a winner. I don't think we will, but we'll be close. Big game to watch out for tomorrow. If you're watching this in the morning, go check out Thieves versus Optic at 2 o'clock. It's been a great major so far.
crazy.
Look forward to more Call of Duty, but I don't think we're going to dive in too much into Call of Duty this week.
Sure.
We have plenty of things to talk about. Ryan, I'll send it over to you.
Yeah. I want to start with hills that you would die on.
Okay.
And to give an example, I have a perfect one that is very controversial for, I would say, both of you and somewhat towards me, because you guys will have a great opinion on this.
Hills you would die on?
Hills you would die on. I'm going to give you an example.
Okay.
Star Wars is the most overrated movie, and nobody who wants to just jump in and watch one can't, because they have to start at a random number in the middle, go on for a couple, restart, and then go to jump somewhere else. It's just so hard for the average viewer to watch.
Nope. Start at 1. Go in order. Easy.
Yeah, it's really not.
It's really easy, actually.
I've heard you have to go 3, 4, 5, 1,
Nope.
2,
They are
6.
lying to you.
Wait.
They are lying to you.
I'd like to say to you, Ryan, you might say that, right? Which I think you're just a hater at this point. And so it's like,
Hey,
I
hills
don't
I
know
would
where
die
to
on.
start. Where do
How
I
is
start?
this a
die
hill?
on.
Is this a hill?
That is the hill I would die on.
But wait, let me make my
okay.
point. So what I'm saying is, you're telling me you can't just watch the movies in order,
If
like
I were to
lowest
go-
number to biggest number.
Listen, if I were to be like, I want to go watch a Star Wars movie, and I go to my local Redbox, yeah,
Sure.
and the only Star Wars is the 4th one.
That's old.
Am I going to know
but
what
sure.
happens?
Well,
How about you
don't-
just get a free week
That's like
pass on
saying
Disney Plus?
You watch the Harry Potter movies and you just start at like Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yes.
That doesn't
yes.
make
Well,
sense.
you can. The thing is that movie you can go in and be like, wizards, yep, magic, that's cool. But then there's the Star Wars.
Yeah,
that's
it's
like,
wizards and magic. It is the Force and Jedi.
But the Star Wars, you have like story from the movies previous, and you need to know them to know what's going on in this one.
You don't. You can watch
I've
it.
heard you have to.
You can. You can watch it in the order they were released, or you can watch it in chronological order, which most people do, and I recommend. I also want to add that Harry Potter is a complete ripoff of Star Wars. We have wizards, and
the exact same.
we have the Force, and with magic, we have old mentors. We have mentors that die. We have
Orphans.
We have a group of 3 friends. It's orphans. Yeah, take what it's everything. It's the same.
I would want to say this as well, because like we said, there's different ways to watch it, which doesn't necessarily mean it's like off-putting for new people, because you just pick one and you stick with it, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing with all the Marvel movies. Like, yeah,
That
you could
one-
watch them in order of either release, or you watch them in order of where it actually takes place.
For sure,
in the
that would be
story.
a hill that you would die on.
But Marvel is way more confusing.
That is
confusing
way
than Star
more
Wars.
difficult. I was just about to say
sure.
that is like almost
You
like
have tons.
Yeah. That
So
would be a
Star
hill-
Wars is even easier to get into.
yes.
That would be a hill that you would die on.
Sure.
Marvel is so confusing. You have to start from the way beginning. It's that confusing.
All right. Can
That'd be
I
a hill.
Can I give my hill?
Yeah, go for it.
Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit is the best movie franchise of all time.
They might as well be the same thing.
Well, it means the same world. That's why
So
I said
it's like-
franchise.
But okay,
I know
this
so
is-
little. it
I don't
could be the
know. Is
same
this like a
movie.
hill though, or is this like what's the difference between a hill and just an opinion?
This is just
They're
like
the same thing. They're
like-
the same thing.
you go to the top of the hill, you plant your flag. This is my
Right.
spot.
This is my opinion. This is my truth.
It's a figure of speech. Yeah.
So,
Can-
I mean, I don't got much to input to that, but
Can I throw in another one?
yeah,
The 2 National Treasure movies
they're pretty good.
are in top 10 movies in the 2000s.
Yeah,
Okay, I was
I'll
afraid
agree.
you were gonna like trash them or something.
No.
But-
National Treasure
okay.
is beyond goated.
yeah.
Yeah.
Love them.
I was
Keaton,
worried for a
You
sec.
have one? You got one? I could throw in another one.
You throw one in. I'm not too sure.
Standing wiping is more superior than sitting wiping.
Okay, no, this is
Nope.
weird.
Nope. Don't agree.
Yeah.
Don't agree.
From behind
I
or
don't
the
like that
front?
one.
From behind or the front?
The front.
Nah. Nah.
You go back front and you just
You wipe from the front?
back. Yeah, you go from the front, back front, and do a little squat.
No, you go from the back only because you don't want you know what on you know what.
Yeah, I ain't doing acrobatics to like fit in between and then nah, fam. I ain't doing acrobatics.
Keaton,
Hey.
input, please.
Listen, if you're so
you have
reckless
all
with
the input
wiping,
just from my facial
listen,
reaction.
if you're
This is
reckless with
random.
wiping and you
Reckless?
can't go
I'm
from
not
back
reckless.
front, listen, if you go from back front, you're precision trained. All right,
Are
you
you
don't
go-
want to go too far forward.
Are you going?
obviously.
Are you going behind the butt?
Nope.
That's
acrobatics.
Keaton,
I ain't trying to break my back.
Keaton, you go behind the butt?
yeah.
Okay.
That's
I think
so
that's
weird.
No, it's so
want to say
normal.
95% of the population
Listen.
does that.
Okay, you're in public, right? You're taking a deuce. You're sticking your hand back there, and you could touch the toilet seat that other people are
First of
sitting
all,
on.
you're in public doing that? That's weird.
That's what I'm saying.
No, it's so much easier for you to lean forward and avoid any part of the toilet than it is to go from the front and avoid part of the toilet.
Back problems.
Back problems. Back problems.
You know.
Both of us have had back surgery. I don't want to hear anything about
and
back
you guys
problems.
are the ones that go from the back. You have back surgery. This is pure facts.
No. I am dying on this hill.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm just like I'm sitting on the toilet and going front back or back front?
You should be.
I'm standing and I do a squat.
You stand?
You stand, you do a squat, and you go from back to front.
You stand up.
Fam, nah.
You stand up and you squat.
Yes.
Holy.
I just reenacted it to see what would happen. That's not happening.
That's not happening at ever.
And if you don't trust yourself, you just lift a little bit and then you're fine.
Oh my god.
Hey, we all got our way to clean. I'm just saying, if you're not precise like me, I mean, it's fine.
Hey, I got one. You guys wash your legs? Or you let the soap. You let the soap fall and do its thing.
I wash my legs. What?
KD's legs, or what?
What?
You ever seen that? Kevin Durant's legs.
No.
What about
his ankles are like mad dry. it was a meme for like first half of the season.
It's so
no,
mean.
I haven't seen that.
And LeBron had an interview, and they asked him that question, like, "Do you wash your legs?" He's like, "Yeah, back in the day, I let it before the soap falls, it falls." And he's like, "Yeah, now I do."
Yeah.
So that's why
you wash your back.
Yep.
How?
Well, okay.
Don't ask.
So it's actually funny because
oh God,
I have to like push my elbow to then be able to reach back there and wash it.
Oh.
I just put it along the top of my neck, and then that will go down. Yeah.
Anyway,
did you know you're not actually supposed to use soap, or you don't need to use soap on? You don't need to use soap on your arms or legs. Like a general rinse is what dermatologists recommend.
That's what I do. So.
Hey, go to a dermatologist. I got I don't know what's on my arm. That's weird.
I saw this on Instagram. So,
dermatologist and Google are in the same sentence here.
Google?
Yeah.
But that's Ryan.
Yeah, watch out for
you
that
really just started a great conversation. What else is up your sleeve? What else we got on today's agenda?
I want to know. Oh, go ahead.
I just want to throw out there because I don't know how much time we got left.
13 minutes.
13 minutes, okay.
Yeah.
So Ryan's topic will probably take a little bit. I just want to say, because we were talking about LeBron and just basketball stuff in general, I want to throw out there that last night's game, when we're recording this, was Bucks versus Nets.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy game. Giannis passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in leading franchise scoring, which is crazy. Ties the game with a three-pointer. Right, to go into OT. That's the 3-point bucket that passes the record, and then goes to win it for us in OT. Like
MVP.
That's literally
MVP.
Like
history.
So it's a history game, and even just how it played out.
You lived it. You were there.
Nuts. And you bring up MVP. It is unreal to me how Giannis is not up for the number one spot. It's still Jokic. How do you ever pronounce his name?
Whatever.
Oh, sorry.
Irrelevant.
But like
Giannis.
Okay. Quickly go through it. Like, he's on the Denver Nuggets. Denver Nuggets are not even doing good. And MVP should be a player that's good in them, like good by themselves, but also makes the team great.
Right.
Denver Nuggets suck. They're bad. And it's like the Bucks are insane. So I don't understand how Giannis is not number one with how many 40-point games he's been throwing up. Like, I don't understand.
And that is why
someone tell me.
That's why Aaron Rodgers won MVP this year. It was for his, making the team better and what he worked with. And I can see why they want to give it to Mr. Other Guy, because he's on a bad team, but but is he carrying them to wins?
He Okay, so he is carrying them to at least be in playoff position.
Okay.
But the difference is that like he's still not like contributing in terms of how Giannis is with like making the team mesh.
I think
like you couldn't just like go to you can go to like whatever garbage team, right? Pick their best player and just be like, okay, you're MVP because you're somewhat doing better than everybody else. Sick. Like that doesn't make sense to me.
Because Tom Brady threw 43 touchdowns and over 5,000 yards last season and didn't win MVP. Could he have? Should he have? Sure. But I will always be on the Aaron Rodgers train. Always say Aaron Rodgers will win MVP every year over Tom Brady. I don't care. Tom Brady's coming back. That's stupid. Anyway, we're opening a lot of conversations that will go on for hours if we don't stop. Thanks for the little aside. Giannis for MVP. Good win.
Yes,
historic
please.
Player. We love him. Anyway, Ryan, what do we got?
I just want to point out, Frankie looks like the dad wearing the white New Balance shoes, and then this is how he talks to you when he comes at your house. Hold on. Well, this is what he does, right? Hey, Heidi, ho there, neighbor. You want to come over to my house and have a bonfire area? I don't know. That's what came to my head. I did when you were talking about that. That's where my head went. I'm so sorry.
You're so
Frankie.
who do you think should be MVP, Ryan?
Frankie looks like
I look like a dad. That's all I'm hearing. I look like a dad.
He does.
I heard this tonight at dinner too. I look just like a dad.
And
I don't want children. There it is. It's on camera. Let's move on.
Okay. Whoa. All right. All right. Biggest rumor. I want to know.
Oh yeah.
I want to know if you have one. A rumor about you that you've heard, or the biggest rumor that you've heard in general.
It's not exactly a rumor, but I could say something.
Mine's very sad. So if you guys have one.
Keen, do you have one off the top of your head? 'Cause I don't know a rumor about myself because I don't know. If I did, I'd probably be very sad about it.
Either people are keeping it real secret, or I just have no idea.
I'm
Frank,
sure.
we'll talk later.
I don't know.
We'll talk later.
About my rumor?
About no, Keaton.
Oh yeah. We'll talk about
yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I've heard of it.
I have a terrible fear that people talk trash about me because I know me. I know that I'm annoying. I know that I'm over the top, but I know that I can be a pain. So I get it. Like, I know. And
like what, in high school or
all the time?
what?
More so in high school. Pre-senior year me, hate him. Like, I hate myself before that person. No, that was senior year. I flipped my hair senior year. That was senior year.
I was so confused what you were doing.
But
I'm like, Ryan's going crazy.
Like, once I hit senior year, I was good. Then COVID happened. I got really depressed. COVID, we're getting out of it now. I'm finding my groove again. I'm finding out who I am again. It's been a really rough 2 years. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Yeah. I think we kind of hinted at that a lot of times in the podcast here. But anyway, the rumor, when people first meet me, they think I am gay.
Holy crap, this guy has so much energy.
No, they think I'm gay.
Okay.
And
I think...
And I can see it, but I mean, now that I know you, I don't know. I don't think you
know me
are.
Forever.
I can see why they would think that, but you're definitely not.
I mean, and then I go like, well, I've had a girlfriend.
I think it's your energy.
And there's no
you have
problem.
A lot of energy.
I'm not trying to say there's a problem. I'm just conveying that people think
That's
this about
what people
me.
Think. Yeah.
And I don't know. It's something really funny.
You have one. I know yours.
Okay.
I know yours.
I just want to add one quick thing. I work for the Dinner Theater Detective, so like it's like an improv acting job. And I was the killer one night. I'm supposed to act funny and talk to guests and things like that. And I was talking to these two guys, and they were...
You look like a serial killer.
They were husband and husband, and they like adopted me as their son, and I had two dads for that whole rest of the night. And it was awesome. We had a big group hug at the end. They were awesome people. Anyway, that's just the thing. People, I don't know if they talk about that as like... Because I've also played a prank on somebody where like I did the do with the man and they believed me.
Oh, see, that's the worst like when you do pranks that like play into something and then you're like, no, that was just a joke, and then people always like take it 100% serious.
They're like, what? You weren't being serious? I was like, whatever. What is Keaton's rumor?
I actually have one. If this isn't one you're talking about, I remembered one now. So
people thought that you did drugs.
That's one I was going to bring up.
Oh yeah, that to me too.
People thought I did like drugs.
Like, every drug. Didn't they like ask you like, oh, where can I get some? Like,
no, yeah. In my science class, this guy walked up to me and he's like, "Dude, are you high right now?" I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Dude, you're so high." I'm like, "What?" like I'm pretty like, you know, chill, and I don't. Not that like me not socializing means that you do drugs.
You're just
quiet.
What I'm saying? But that's all.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just quiet, conserve, and that's
everybody also
took that as like this guy's high out of his mind.
Everybody also thought you were sad all the time.
Yes, Mr. Gitter.
Oh yeah, that's
Mr.
true. Yeah, that's a good one.
Hey Keaton, are you okay right now? Or
again,
what's
I'm
up?
just like quiet, more conserved. It was literally
you look really sad,
just
Keaton.
thinking, and he's like, "Are you thinking or are you sad right now?" It's like, no, I'm just thinking.
I'm just thinking.
You hit him one day with like, "Yeah, I'm really sad right now."
No,
yeah. Go back and
then he's like, "Oh, what do I do now?"
My senior year math class, I had Miss Vanderbunt. She was very chill, very good teacher. I mean, our class was annoying. We talked too much. I didn't talk too much. People did, and a topic came up, and she just let things happen, and she was really relatable. So it was really nice. To talk with her, and we still got through the math that we needed to. And all these girls were talking, and they're like, yeah, if you're in this class, raise your hand if you vape. And I didn't raise my hand, and they're all like, Frankie, you never vaped before? And I'm like, I have never touched a vape in my life. My camera just died.
Hey, yo, I like this freeze frame.
My camera just died, but I have never vaped in my life. I've never done drugs, never will. Hopefully, I don't know what's gonna happen, but
we could probably throw a photo of you up there.
Yeah, I will. I'll throw something on there. My camera died. Sorry, folks. But we only have 5 minutes left in this podcast anyway. But that was just one other thing I wanted to add on. Ryan, do we want to end on your sad rumor here?
It's kind of crazy what people make up.
Okay.
So during my sophomore year of high school, I had a girlfriend at the time, and for some reason, some random guy, I think she knew some girl that was like dating this guy. Mm-hmm. And he knew...
Piece together.
Yeah. So he knew only of me through my girlfriend at the time.
Sure.
And he knew my one friend, which was Zach.
Sure.
Everybody said that Zach told him that I killed myself one night. And then my girlfriend at the time was told this, and I didn't have my phone on me because it was dead. So she was spamming my phone like, what? Hello? Like, she really believed for half the day that I was just gone.
That's horrible.
So it was like,
what makes you talk about people?
I don't remember his name.
I probably shouldn't drop it, but
at the time, I brought this rumor to the office. You want to know what they did?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll bring him in. They talked to him, let him go. No suspension, no expelled, no nothing. Just let him go.
There is so much I want to say right now, but I can't say.
It's so stupid.
Because of, obviously, personal reasons. You don't want to raise drama, but also just like law reasons. I can't legally talk about these things, but the way some things are handled at that high school with the people in charge is unbelievable that nothing happens. I'm sorry that I'm getting aggressive and I'm getting a little rambunctious right now, but it's the hard truth. And
I've seen fights break out and teachers just watch.
Well, that's not even what I'm talking about. It's even bigger than that.
Yeah.
That things don't get solved or treated correctly, and I know on the inside it's trying to be taken care of, but it's not even on a. It's. I can't go into it.
I was so mad that day. Sad.
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy that like some of the things that are allowed to happen at that school. But anyway, I was going to add something that I've forgotten. So I got too distracted by my little anger spurt there.
Yeah.
But it was something. Oh, I remember. You talked about going to the office, and I did the same thing my freshman year. I found a wallet in the bathroom stall, cash, full of cash.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take $1. I gave it back to the office. I said, this was left in the bathroom. Please return it to whoever it needs to.
And then the secretary took the cash.
Yeah. And I walked out and I didn't take a single dollar. And I just want to give myself a pat on the back for being a genuine person.
Nice. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Did they find out who it was?
No, I have no idea.
Oh.
The secretary's like, yoink, mine now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anything else for the good of the whole, guys? I mean, we're at 45 minutes.
I would say on a light note,
Yes, sir.
there was no more rumors after that.
We like to hear that.
So,
we like to hear that.
Yeah. So pretty good in the end.
Rumors are just a part of life, I feel like, but it sucks how big they can get and how how they could blow apart. So
not sure why or how that was started, but
attention. That's all I'll give you.
Probably. But he did, it's not like he told everyone. He literally kept it to the small group of 3 people.
Everybody, last thing to end on.
Wait.
No, we have to do it now. We have to do it now.
Okay.
It is 11:11. Make a wish. Make a wish, everybody. Pray, hail Jesus. I wish that these boys... I don't know.
This photo is going to be great talking right now.
All right, I made my wish. Everybody make their wish.
Yep, I did.
Good.
I got mine.
Nice work, boys. Last thing to end on. Crouton, floor is yours.
Or maybe the dude did it because he wanted to get with your girlfriend. That's
But
the only thing
he was dating somebody at the time.
Oh, then he's just weird.
That doesn't stop people, you know?
Yeah, he's just
They
weird.
move.
Honestly.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been quite the eventful podcast. I really enjoy this time with the boys because we're so busy in our day-to-day lives. It's our time to sit down and talk to each other. So I want to thank both of you guys for being here. Thanks for talking. If you guys did enjoy the podcast, please leave a like, comment, and do subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find this podcast on iTunes and Spotify every Sunday
5
at
stars.
7 a.m., 7 a.m. or 7:30? 7 a.m. Sunday morning, bright and early, on your way to church. Make sure to listen to that. I don't know where you're going on Sunday, but you could be going to church. Also, this podcast uploaded to our YouTube channel, which is Glimpse, at 4:30 every Sunday as well. Make sure to keep an eye out for every weekly Wednesday content, which comes out at 4:30 as well. We make sure to give you all the videos, all the time, all year. Glimpse is your YouTube channel. We'll see you guys next week. Snapperdoodle, Skeeter, and Funny Priest. Goodbye, folks.
Goodbye.